Let's have a look at what's inside this box. Hello, friends, visitors, and Skele Vaderites. It's October, and last month I received some really cool things in the mail for my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Friends of mine sent some items my way, and I'm really excited to finally get a chance to sit down with you all and show you
The good stuff.
My friends understand my interest in oddball items and eccentric artifacts, and of course they sent some things my way that I absolutely have to show you all. So there are a variety of things we're going to be looking at today. Some very unique 1980s California items, some artwork, some books, and some Masters of the Universe.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Let's have a look. Okay, so the first batch of things sent my way were from very close friends of mine and also friends of the channel, Steve and Tracy. And they sent this box over knowing full well that I would give these little rascals a nice home. Let's have a look at what's inside this box. If you grew up in the 80s, you know about these characters, especially if you grew up in California. In the 80s, Will Vinton Studios made some really cool claymation things, and a series of commercials really made a huge impact on our culture. Now, I'm not really sure if a commercial like this were to come out today, it would have the same kind of cultural impact, but it sure did for me. And a really cool side note is that at my elementary school, a person who worked for this animation studio came to my school. I was probably in second or third grade, and brought an item that was actually used in the filming of these stop motion animation commercials, and that was one of the California raisins.
Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. Ooh.
The merch that California Raisins put out there that was most popular for kids like me were their PVC figures. There was zero articulation, but they looked just like the claymation characters that we all were growing attached to at the time. So Steve and Tracy sent me these, and these are from Steve's personal childhood collection. So he really went all out and got a bunch of these as a kid. So this guy playing the guitar. We've got this wonderful singer here with the microphone. We've got a dancer. I'm pretty sure he's just a dancer and he's winking at you. This dancer also themed for the holidays with his Santa hat. Love that. The cool dude with the sunglasses and the surfboard. Loved this guy. I had him as a kid, so it's really cool to have him back in my collection. The tambourine player. Another version of the cool dude with the sunglasses. He's just waiting to give you a hug, I think. Another cool dude, dancer with a pompadour and blue sunglasses. A female dancer. She's got a cool little bracelet there. Another Christmas themed one, green sunglasses and a candy cane. God, I love these. And then this one I also had as a kid, and something about this guy made me super happy. He's got a floppy top hat and a full drum set. Look at that. Yeah, California Raisins. Finally back in the Skele Vader collection after all of these years. I had a few of these as a kid and lost them over the years, and now I've got some back. So thank you, Steve and Tracy.
Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine?
Now, another very good friend of mine, been a friend for a very long time. If you listen to the Cambridge and Washawn podcast, you know him. His name's Mark Begley, and he also has another podcast called Wake Up Heavy, which is an amazing horror movie podcast. He talks about other kinds of movies besides just horror, but if you're familiar with our conversations, you know he's a toy collector as well. But he gave me some really cool things, and Masters of the Universe fans, be sure to stick around because we're going to look at some really cool Masters of the Universe things in just a minute or two. Several years ago, Mark had a company called Letterpressed that made fine art prints using old-fashioned printmaking techniques. And he gave me a stack of some artwork here, but look at that. I can't wait to put these in frames. These are just absolutely gorgeous. And you can tell that they're printed with letterpress printers because the images are basically embossed on the paper. You can feel the texture of the surface. The lines of the artwork are indented. Look at that. Gorgeous stuff. I really love this one. So good. This one's great too. Now, another exciting aspect to this is that my uncle printed a lot of these. My uncle has letterpress machines and still has his company where he makes old-fashioned printed invitations, brochures. Yeah, look at that. Look at the detail on this. So good. And this one is the last one here. Yeah, the era of letterpressed is behind us, but I'm so thankful that Mark gave me some of these artifacts from that bygone era. Now, these two items Mark had in his collection. One he had forgotten about, but there was another one that I had been coveting for a very long time. In fact, this is something that I would look at occasionally online just to see if they would ever be sold at an affordable price again. And these, my friends, are some Masters of the Universe Super 7 items. So if you know anything about the history of Masters of the Universe toys, you know there was a period of time where Super 7 had the license for these toys. Now, I got a few of these figures over time. I have several of the Super 7 reaction figures right here.
Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Masters of the Universe reaction figures from Super 7.
I've got their Filmation style 7-inch action figures. The first item I'm going to show you is this one, which is Skeletor. And this, my friends, is my very first Japanese style vinyl toy, and I'm definitely going to keep Skeletor in his box. But I love that there's a little window in there and you can see the beautiful sculpt here, the artwork here on the back, cross-cell art that we just, as Masters of the Universe fans, we just absolutely love. I mean, look at that. And if you follow me on Instagram as well as being subscribed to this channel, you might know that I have a genuine appreciation for Masters of the Universe reaction figures made by Super 7. This one, Mark bought this when it first came out in 2015. And this set, so cool. Look at these beauties. Wow. I have been in love with this set since it first came out. I was dumb and didn't buy it. Obviously, this is going to be a coveted item in my collection. We've got the weapons here and this amazing replica of Mattel's concept and product development plan. This is so cool to have. I love this. Projected release date for Masters of the Universe, holiday 1980. It's so cool. Just amazing stuff. Mark, thank you so much for letting me have these. And finally, friend of the channel, friend of mine for years, HP Brownsaucecraft, who is also a Skele Vaderite, aka patron. You know him, he's shown up on the channel a few times. His music is featured in a lot of these videos. In fact, What you're listening to right now behind me, that was composed by H.P. Brownsaucecraft. He sent me this box, and I had a feeling that this package might be related to a particular theme that he and I had been discussing, but I was not expecting this. I went through a phase in middle school where I was really excited and interested in the James Bond films and the James Bond Signet paperbacks, the original Ian Fleming James Bond Signet paperbacks. And I collected a lot of them. And in my 20s, why do we do the things that we do in our 20s? I'll never understand. But I gave a lot of this stuff away. I sold a bunch of comic books that I'd collected over the years, and I donated my Ian Fleming paperbacks. So HP knew this, and he sent me all the Ian Fleming James Bond paperbacks that I had as a young man. And I am so happy to finally have these beautiful Signet paperbacks in my collection again. I mean, look at this. I mean, these are gorgeous. Something about these paperbacks, it just really does something to me. From Russia with Love. Look at that cool picture of Ian Fleming. The Man with the Golden Gun. On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Thunderball. Look at that scuba guy. I love vintage scuba diving artwork. I don't know why, I just do. We even have Moonraker here.
I didn't think there were any seasons in space.
As far as you're concerned, only winter and the treacherous Dr. Goodhead.
Oh, so good. Goldfinger. Wow. For Your Eyes Only. Casino Royale. Look at that. Live and Let Die. I love these illustrations. So good. And The Spy Who Loved Me. Wow. HP, Mark, Steve, and Tracy, thank you all so much for sending these items my way. And folks, make sure you keep joy alive. If you're collecting, make sure you're collecting for the joy of it. Make sure it makes you happy. I really appreciate every one of you for tuning into this channel. It means the world to me. With that being said, enough of this chit chat. I'll see you in the next video. Look at that scuba.